Hey everyone, it's Sam here, and today I have some wonderful products to show you. This is the brand new Peanuts Halloween collection. I know that lots of you really enjoy the Peanuts collections when they're released, so if you love Halloween crafts, then I think you're going to really enjoy this one too. For the card I'm going to show you today, I've used my Made to Surprise Turn and Reveal with the stamp set from the Peanuts collection, and this is the card that I've made. So you've got the wonderful characters there, really easy and fun to colour in, and then you just move the arrow and you've got some of the elements move in the background there. I've inked up all the background as well, and I'll talk you through all the colours that I've used. So let's get started and I'll show you how to make this lovely card. So this is the main stamp and die set that I'm going to be using today. It's gorgeous. You can see all of the characters here, but you can see how nice they are. Those all come with the dies. This one here you do have to just fussy cut yourself. The colours I used are the Spectrum Noir tri-blends. So these, you know, there's 3 markers in one, so you have your 3 blends together in each marker. I'll just quickly show you them here. You've got the ice grey blend, you've got the blue grey blend, the pink violet blend, citrus blend, gold brown extend, the gold brown blend, fair skin blend, and the light green blend. But any markers will work, and you could use coloured pencils as well. I think that would look really nice. So I've gone ahead and inked up my background. I've got my Turn and Reveal die set here from my Made to Surprise range. This piece I've cut down to 5 3/4 by 7 3/4. I'm going to pop this onto a bigger card because I want to have just a bigger scene. I've used these colours of the Distressed Oxide. So you've got the Wilted Violet, you've got Villainous Potion together, and then I popped the Black Soot at the very top. So that's that portion there. And then for this bottom section, I've used the Twisted Citron, Lucky Clover, Pine Needles, and I did also just touch it with a little bit of black there as well. Then just use my little bottle of water here and just spritz that over, and I also flick some bigger blobs as well. Let it react and then lift it off with some kitchen paper, and you get this really nice background. So that's all ready now for me to prepare and build up the card. So this die here, it has a cut line along the bottom, but I use that as the guide to make sure everything's straight. So it's going to butt right up to the bottom there. Now you could have this landscape as well. Obviously I don't want to do that today because of the way I've done my background. You can also have it more to the left, to the right. You could have it from the top. Lots of ways you can use this one. But for today, I'm going to keep it along the bottom there. I'm just going to use some tape to keep that in place. I'm going to run that through my die machine. So that's all cut out. So I've got this section now. And then I've also just gone and got myself, this is a piece of A4 card, but I've trimmed it down to 8 inches wide. So just take that little bit off the side and then just score it 5 7/8, fold it in half, and that give you your card blank. And then you see now that's going to sit nicely over the top. I went for the white because it ties in with the white frame around the die cuts, but also I think it just softens it a little bit. In the die set here, you've got this die and this one here. So this is your main light lever, and then you can have whatever you want attached to this end. And then you can also attach this if you want to have more than one thing kind of moving. So I have also cut this one here, just so I can have the bats, and then I'm going to have the moon with the bats, and they're going to be moving along the top, and then we're going to have all the scene built up below. You've got your little arrow there as well. I'll be die cutting that in black, and I'll just stick it over the top of the little lever there. If I go there, you can see it better. Okay, so with the paper brad, take that one and you want to fold down the 2 middle sections, just like so. Before you attach it to this piece, you can have it this way or that way. I'm going to have it this way today because I don't need my elements to hide behind this part. So this will just move from side to side. If you have it this way, you can see there, if I just position it like this, that's how you can position it so that it's all hidden, whatever you want to pop up. And then as you bring this around, you'll see it will appear. But I'm going to do it this way because, like I said, I don't need it to be hidden. They're just going to be moving in the sky. So I'm going to take the brad and just pop that through that one, and then also through that one there, and then just open it out. So just like a normal brad, just open it out on the back there. Now I want to just position these. I think, like I said, the moon, maybe the moon can move around there. So I'm just going to take a little bit of red tape, just a tiny piece, and it's going to go in between the 2 acetate pieces. You can put more on if you want, but that will be enough. Take the backing off and just squeeze them together. So now if you just put your finger and your thumb like so, see the whole thing moves, and that's how I want it to move. So I think that's all going to work fine. So now what I want to do is trim this, because this is going to be down here like so. So it's going to move like this. And I want to have the house attached. I think I'm going to cut just below where it starts to blend together there. This will vary. As long as you don't cut it below that semicircle, you can cut it, you know, any way you want. But I think I'm going to go just there. If you want that exact measurement, it is about 3.5 from the bottom. So we'll stick this down first so it has some time to dry. If you want to stamp any sentiments and things like that, I would do it before you add the base part and all the mechanism. I think I want to stamp one of my sentiments onto the bottom section. Okay, happy with that. And then that one will join back up again to bring the image together. Like I said, before I do that, I want to plan out where I want my sentiment, because in the stamp set, you've got the Happy Halloween, you've got Trick or Treat. So I just want to lay everything out. I can place this underneath here now, just to give me more of an idea, just to start to hide all of that. Because I want to make sure, yeah, so that they're going to be moving around above this. So I think in terms of height, that's about right. I think I'm going to go for the Trick or Treat. I think that will fit quite nicely in there. And then I'm going to stamp like the spider's web and maybe Boo around that, but I could probably do that once it is together. And then I wanted to have all these characters along that cut line, something like that. I think that looks really good. It's just such a nice sentiment and it fits in that space perfectly. So I'm going to get this one stamped down. So I'm going to just keep all of that together because I like that layout. And I'm just going to stamp this one. So that's the sentiment stamped, but I've also stamped the spider's web in each corner. Now it is still drying. I've used the VersaFine. Next I want to stick this one in, so just a little glue, you don't need much, you're just adding it onto the card on this side, and then I'm going to add a little glue just onto those areas there. So I'm going to pop this in, hopefully not catch my sentiment. Like I said, it is drying. And all I want to focus on at this point is this little pull tab, and you want it to just kind of come out there. I'm just going to leave that to dry. Next we want to stick this piece onto there, so you want to add a little glue just on those two little tabs there, and then you want to add your glue to any areas where this is not going to be affected. So if you just turned it around, mine's only got to move within that little space, so I could actually add my glue all down here, all along here. Could probably go right up to there as well, and I think that'll be enough. And then I'm just going to line it back up with the piece I'd already stuck down. You can add foam behind this as well, which I have done in many videos. There is a playlist on this die set that I'm using. So if you want to have a look at that, head over to Made to Surprise on YouTube and you can find it there. So then just double check that can all move perfectly. Now I can start adding all of this. So this is what I do want to add some foam to. So I'm going to pop some foam behind there, but make sure you don't stick nothing on these pieces here. So I'm going to stick that one down first, and then I'm going to kind of build off from there. Okay, there's the finished card. As you can see now, when you move the tab, you've got those two moving in the background. I think it's lots of fun. Really enjoyed putting this one together. I think I am just going to finish it with a little bit of shine. So I've just got the paper glaze, the Lean's paper glaze here, and I'm just going to add, I think, some onto maybe the bats, a little bit of the hat, and a few other areas as well. Okay, so that's all dry now. You can see how lovely that looks with that shine added. Lots and lots of fun. Really enjoyed making this one. This is all the wonderful new product which is available over on the CraftStash website. You can find that by clicking just here. Also make sure you're subscribed, and that way you won't miss out on future videos, and check out this tutorial next for some more inspiration.